So, hello everyone, and welcome back to some more Portal 2 here in another Advent Calendar day. And we are making it through this abundant section. You are here apparently in the ninth one, rather than one of the other ones. Aperture Science is indeed Navigational Directory. So, we're just making through this place. Who knows how long it's gonna take, where we need to go. Remember, this test is unsolvable without an Aperture Science portable quantum tunneling device. So that's what this is called. If you have not received one, please find a test associated before participating in any Shaft 09 enrichment activities. Well, gladly we have one. Otherwise it would be unsolvable. Repulsion gel was Aperture's first attempt to create a dietetic pudding substitute. Did you know? This sort of thing. It's true. The gel is a sweeter, slightly less non-toxic form of fiberglass insulation that causes subsequently ingested food items to bounce off the lining of a dieter's distended stomach and out his or her mouth. For various reasons, this product was pulled from shelves. I wonder why. That doesn't sound the most pleasant. You eat something and then it just bounces off from you immediately. Like, I guess at the start it could be good. Like, okay, it's really sweet and tasty, but like it bouncing off would never feel really the best, I would think so. Alright, I guess that's some of that gel. Maybe. At least possibly. I don't really see other portals here though. So... Oh! I was like, what's gonna happen if we go into there? It does make sense, because I was thinking that there's not really other choices, and it's not like they could be getting you to be blocked into there only. And it's not the case after all. But it's, and it makes sense if you think about what we just read over there, after all. That looks like that should be having the portal specifically. That's a button. A little bit more old-fashioned button, but a button nonetheless. And it keeping the door either open or not. I wish I could open that. That should have a box. At least that's how it seems like it should. Should be having a box. Well, this should be bouncing us pretty decently well. Not enough for that, but it could have been enough for the other side. Control to prevent bouncing. Interesting. But why would we wanna be preventing it? Yes, I know, but I just wanted to get this. It's easy peasy. And then bounce.
The lab boys just informed me that I should not have mentioned the control group. They're telling me I ought to stop making these pre-recorded messages. That gave me an idea. Make more pre-recorded messages. I pay the bills here, I can talk about the control group all damn day.
I guess that's true. Certainly enough. You can do whatever you want. Next test chamber this way. I don't specifically see an easy way to get over there, and I don't know if I should be getting over there. I can easily have a portal over here at the very least, if I know where I would like the portal. That is a good question. I should be trying to use the zoom a little bit more. It can be easier to try to notice if there is a surface I can go into. Like that. Alright, so we are at least up here. There is a room. Seems like it's pretty much just an empty, just a decorative little office space, but You never know, maybe it could have had something more special in it. We can't just drop down, so I guess I shall.
For this next test, we put nanoparticles in the gel. In layman's terms, that's a billion little gizmos that are going to travel into your bloodstream and pump experimental genes and RNA molecules and so forth into your tumors. Maybe you don't have any tumors. Well, don't worry. If you sat on a folding chair in the lobby and weren't wearing lead underpants, we took care of that too.
Okay, so you're going, even if you wouldn't have had tumors, if you sat on those chairs before, you will be having tumors that they can't be taken care of. Doesn't exactly sound the most pleasant, this room, but I guess there's not really too much of an option in this regard. We just have to be going into it. I know. Let me get into here and then into here to get a box. Where do I want to take the box? Over there, apparently. Let's go. Easy. There's another spot over there. But what is the purpose? Probably just a higher bounce, yeah. Basically just a higher bounce when you are bouncing from higher into here. It's really nice. It just keeps that bounce going. It does look like that's where I would need to go way even higher. But interesting, however, when those are on the sides. What does this do? Ah, this is what is opening that sort of a panel. Kinda makes sense. Whee! I was thinking that something like this probably could be working out, and it sure did. Why not? Now I think that it's worse, but hey, I am slowly making it through like this too. I wouldn't have needed to. I could have just bounced from this up, but whatever. I did it like this. Silly way. I do want to know though what's down here, if there is something down there. That is just a hole into the depths of this location, so no, that's not a good idea to go into. So into there, I guess I can even go from there. Just continue onwards with the bounces. There we go.
In case you got covered in that repulsion gel, here's some advice the lab boys gave me. Do not get covered in the repulsion gel. We haven't entirely nailed down what element it is yet, but I'll tell you this, it's a lively one, and it does not like the human skeleton.
Right. That sounds again very pleasant. Also, yeah, if you think about how much we are bouncing on that and we would be eating something like that and that would bounce off, yeah, doesn't sound good. No service, I wouldn't be tasting that. Definitely a big no-no. Big no-nos. Well, at least we're getting slightly higher in this location. I'm pretty fast-paced in the end. Well, the bounces are pretty easy mechanic after all.
All these science spheres are made of asbestos, by the way. Keeps out the rats. Let us know if you feel a shortness of breath, a persistent dry cough, or your heart stopping, because that's not part of the test. That's asbestos. Good news is the lab boys say the symptoms of asbestos poisoning show a median latency of 44.6 years. So if you're 30 or older, you're laughing. Worst case scenario, you miss out on a few rounds of canasta. Plus, you forwarded the cause of science by 3 centuries. I punch those numbers into my calculator, it makes a happy face.
Does it though? That doesn't sound too happy to me, honestly. And yeah, using all sort of dangerous materials to everything, so do not lean on railing. I do not see a railing even, hardly. Like a little bit over here, but that's hardly anything, honestly. Honestly, almost nothing. there at least would look like there could have been something, but I guess that's not a spot where I could be putting a portal after all. It almost looked like it first. There is a portal spot. I can bounce higher with that, certainly. But I can't fall onto a floor here, like then I guess one would have to be lucky enough to get all the way there, and that doesn't seem likely. Does not seem too likely of a result. That's definitely not gonna be working out anyway. Yeah, this isn't going to be working for certainty. And I can't put any portals into here, that's for sure. Okay, so what is the thing I would require? What should I be doing? Where would be a portal location? It's just interesting that there's that sort of a spot over there. A little bit higher where you can put that without actually having any result, but that seems like that's a place where I can actually go. Cool. Alright. We got somewhere. Yeah. Is there something over there where I can go? Yes, there is.
I like your style. You make up your own rules, just like me. Bean Counter said I couldn't fire a man just for being in a wheelchair. Did it anyway. Ramps are expensive.
Ramps are expensive. I guess I can understand that part. Oh. Well, I just bounced it automatically out of here. That's kind of funny. I wonder how it's really actually even bouncing, to be honest. It's just all the time bouncing it into the water, yeah. Well, that way I could be covered in gel. It was said that I shouldn't get covered in gel, but it might be required. Well, let's see what happens if we get covered by this gel. Okay, nothing special. Just a little bit of... What if we take it into there? So we could maybe have that area covered in blue gel where we could be bouncing. Because I assume that that's the effect right here now. And yes, it is. Certainly is. That can be there for the moment anyway. I know that I can get that wherever I need then in the future. Which I think I will require in some more places. Yes, like in here. There we go. And I guess I would like to also get some into here. Sometimes just messing up. Okay, I think that should be pretty good. Yes, sir, Ooze. Alright, I of course can't at the moment, considering if I put the portal into here, then I couldn't have it in the other place. Which makes sense, which makes certainly sense. Alright, so it's gonna be bouncing me from there, but how do I get enough distance? Is it just as simple as just falling into it straight from here? I kind of doubt that that's enough. Let's put it there just in case, so that maybe we can rather be bouncing on top of it like this. But yeah, that's definitely still not enough momentum. Not that I'm too surprised, it didn't feel like it should be enough momentum. So I definitely need more than that. Definitely would be needing more than that. The question is how? Well, I can always try to do this and have more bounce in there. That makes sense actually. Yep, then that's already gonna be helpful. Then we bounce from there forward. That should be pretty good, I hope. Yay.
Just a heads up, that coffee we gave you earlier had fluorescent calcium in it so we can track the neuronal activity in your brain. There's a slight chance the calcium could harden and vitrify your frontal lobe. Anyway, don't stress yourself thinking about it. I'm serious. Visualizing the scenario while under stress actually triggers the reaction.
Yeah, so why did you tell us about it? Just to see that will it trigger the reaction? Just to check? Like it's like you're even trying to make it happen with like, hey, don't think about it, but I'm gonna tell you first about all of these issues and problems, but gladly we haven't drank any coffee, so it's not actually a problem for us specifically. Was for the previous test subjects in these rooms and areas, but for us it's all good. No problems, no worries. No worries at the very least. At all. More gel. We can play with even more and more and
If you're
more.
part of control group Kepler 7, we implanted a tiny microchip about the size of a postcard into your skull. Most likely you've forgotten it's even there. But if it starts vibrating and beeping during this next test, let us know. Because that means it's about to hit 500 degrees, so we're going to need to go ahead and get that out of you pretty fast.
Interesting. I feel like this would be the answer, but first I would have to be doing something about all this water flow, which I don't see that I have an answer for. Because clearly I would be needing this gel here, but this is clearing that gel completely all the time, this water. So that's the issue. That is the issue. Interesting though. I can do indeed that, of just getting it into the roof, which might be good enough in some cases. Maybe. I'm not really certain, to be honest. What if we do it from that spot? And have at least that spot of the floor like that, I guess. Alright, well... we would need a little bit of a bouncing power, but on the other hand, I think that this is on the way, so I couldn't do this anyway. I can check it, but I'm pretty certain that this wouldn't be able to work out. Yes, sir is. Well, anyway, I got even slowed down anyway, but even in the best case scenarios, that's just the immediate obstacle over there. So that's not gonna be working out for me. Just a lot of waters. I know, but I don't need to be preventing the bounces right now. Interesting, there's actually a button over here that I did not see. Okay, good. Okay, it's timed. That's unfortunate. Well, actually, it's totally fine. I just need to have this actually preferably ready here to get me some gel over there. I just didn't see this button. Should always pay attention to these lines, honestly. Should. But I didn't. But I should do better with that, to actually pay attention to the lines.
Keep your pants on. All right, this next test may involve trace amounts of time travel. So, word of advice, if you meet yourself on the testing track, don't make eye contact. Lab boys tell me that'll wipe out time. Entirely. Forward and backward. So, do both of yourselves a favor and just let that handsome devil go about his business.
Not enough speed. Certainly not enough speed. Well, I could try to do something like that, I guess. Try to bounce more from up. Um... Even more. More gel everywhere. They're just now bouncing forever because just all the time gathering more and they never splashing anywhere. That's good. And that's why they go there. Alright. I couldn't make it quite like that. Yeah. I was thinking that I don't think that this has enough power yet anyway, but just... I don't know. Was just thinking that maybe could still do okay-ishly. That just launched me really far. I didn't think that that should be launching me that far into that direction, honestly. But apparently it did.
Keep your pants on.
That was kind of surprising, honestly.
May involve trace amounts of time travel. So, word of advice, if you meet yourself on the testing track, don't make eye contact. Lab boys tell me that'll wipe out time.
I do think that I need to bounce into that so that I can bounce into there.
Let that handsome devil go about his business.
It's just how do I manage to do exactly that part is the question. Basically, in my opinion. Well, at least we have a good amount of in there. Let's just see that too. Okay, it's just bouncing somewhere completely off. But yeah, I do think that I have to use that. I just have to get enough power with these launches. Actually, yeah, actually over there too is interesting looking situation. Possibly. If one goes up into there, then one has way more of a jump. I just didn't notice that there was all of, or this area all the way on top here. Like that should be pretty good. That should be pretty good, at least I hope so. Yep. I just didn't spot it first, that there was that spot way higher, so... This is right below, or above, I mean, the spot we were at before. We did activate this gel after all working before, so... It's interesting to see it going everywhere. A lot of portals. Or areas where I could be putting some portals. You will be heard. Accidents heard. Co-workers don't endanger others. The company replacements are costly. Science investigations impede process. Safety first. Sure. Sounds good. Yeah, this at least seems that we've already beat here, so... I guess I could try that while having a portal from here. Then... But what would be from here forward? I don't really see... To be honest, I feel like this is not the place I would wanna be in. Because I don't see any forward resolutions from this location. So... Not too useful, not too useful. Sadly, there's nothing over there. Would be nice if there was, but I certainly don't see anything. And I didn't see that I could have brought the bounciness from there into here. At least, like there, I can fix the situation, basically. As in I can easily travel back there and check what do I want to do. I assume, to be honest, that I should be bringing that shell somewhere into there, which I do think that is the, for sure, is the truth of the matter. I do need it in a lot of places. I need it over there, I need it everywhere. Let's just make sure to cover everything that we can. Every single ounce. Every little bit we can, we will cover. It is funny to see how it's coming from there like that. But yeah, I think that this starts to be pretty decent at the very least. Yeah, think so. Must be. Must be. Let's see what happens with when we go into that. Yes. That was the main thing we really needed, but just in case, wanted to see if we would need something more. I can walk into a portal there. Do I want to get even higher then? Where is the next logical place? I could easily again put myself all the way back there, but that doesn't make any sense. That doesn't make any sense. But where do I want to walk? What's the place I want to be at? I wish I would see... Ah, there. There's the place I want to be at. I don't think it should be too much of a bounciness after all. In...
That sounds like protection. They didn't fly into space, storm a beach, or bring back the gold. No, sir, we did. It's you and me against the world, son. I like your grit. Hustle could use some work, though. Now let's solve this thing.
Gabe Johnson, are you really the one that has done something that much? Or are you just a person that puts others to do the dangerous stuff? Because I feel like that's rather the case, honestly. You may say differently, but I don't think that's the truth. And, well, your catwalks aren't exactly all in good shape anymore, so... Just saying. Another room with more gel. How lovely. Let's just get it everywhere. Because why we wouldn't want to be getting it absolutely freaking everywhere. We have a full place full of gel. Every single bit we can. Well, we just need to get into this box first, I guess. I actually would want to bounce that, yeah, box a little bit, I'd feel like. Yep, well, it's definitely bouncing a lot now. It's just the bounciest box in the world. Gladly, I can still stop it. Pretty much I have to stop it if I how do I guess I can't exactly stop it from bouncing. Just doesn't seem to be plausible anymore to actually stop it from being a bounciness. Oh dear. Could you please stop for a second? Like, yeah, you needed to become bouncy, but... Okay, so... This gives me an elevator, correct? Yeah, it's bringing the elevator down. So, I think that I need to... I wish that I could just momentarily just place this and not have it bouncing somewhere else. I think I need to drop it from a spot onto this button. so that then could have it. It's just breaking it even more. What a surprising turn of events. And I would need to get into there in the meantime. It accidentally got it for a bit. Well, it just happened to come for me. I wish I knew how to stop you. Like, why can't I put you in the most gentlest way down? That would be cool. Then it shouldn't be bouncing constantly. Actually, yeah, this is water. I didn't realize it, but this is water. I can just do this. That's easy. My god. I don't have to have it be as bouncy as that. I want to clear this spot from water or the gel for the moment and time being, please. So it doesn't immediately bounce off from here. Good. Okay, now I can put you into here. Easy peasy. But, yeah. Well, you should be here. Alright, so then I need to get into here, which requires me to have some liquids into right here so that I can easily bounce into there. Okay. How did... Oh yeah, I guess because I just didn't actually get it into that exact spot, I just happened to be teleporting it soon off. Yeah, I'm sending the wrong teleporter anyway. Alright, so now at least I can bounce into here. And now then we can be making that bounce. Easy enough.
You test subject, you're doing fine. Yes, you. Box your stuff. Out the front door. Parking lot. Car. Goodbye.
Alright, someone got fired. Sure. Lovely. Great. Is it your 5 who is married to science, or I wasn't sure who you were exactly talking to. After all, it sounded like you might have been even talking to us, and then you just recorded that as a recording forever to be kept and saved and told to every single person going through this. Sounds like the most logical recording to do.
Congratulations! The simple fact that you're standing here listening to me means you've made a glorious contribution to science. As founder and CEO of Aperture Science, I thank you for your participation and hope we can count on you for another round of tests. We're not going to release this stuff into the wild until it's good and damn ready, so as long as you keep yourself in top physical form, there'll always be a limo waiting for you. Say goodbye, Carolyn.
Goodbye, Carolyn.
She is a gem.
Goodbye, Caroline, yes. Sure. I am interested just like what would be in there, and I can go and check it. Easy peasy. Because I was looking at, there is a door here, and I was wondering if I can use it. Is this then the only way to go, or would there be something in here? Could I actually use this exit door? I guess not, I assume. Thank you for your participation. Elevator to surface, but this doesn't really look like there's much of a elevator to surface in reality. Wish there could be, but... Well, I guess this test portion is at the very least completed. The gel portion. I guess that's something. We survived through that hurdle. Now we just have to be started to make our way back up. Some way. Some way, somehow. Well, that's a really high up fall, but I don't see if there's any use for it exactly. Ah. I can see something there. Because I know that I have to jump through before I can send another portal, but at least I'd say so. I'm just gonna try if this works. If it doesn't work, then that's okay and understandable. But I just would like it to work. Because, well, I can see it basically in there. It does make sense that it wouldn't be that simple, however. But that does look like there should be a possibility of having a portal in it. Not just sure if the class would be blocking it to begin with or not. Then it's just a question, what is the thing I would be requiring here? Like, this seems like it should be a launch spot, to be honest. Like, launching into that side. But that does means that I need to go somewhere higher first with this. So that I can fall down and then have it from there. Basically. That's how it is. Sadly, that glass is blocking me quite a bit. Yep. Well. Clearly I do need to do that otherwise, but it's just that can I get the portal into there if I would be... Like, that's so almost, but then I launched too far with this, when I can't look where the damn portal is. I did get it there slightly before I hit the ground, but that's not good enough then. It's not good enough. Interesting. Had too much speed. So, can I jump from here all the way there? No. It would be falling short. Not that that's too surprising. Of course I could just have... Let's see. Well, yeah, I could have that into there for the moment and time being. Then I would need to, like, maneuver so that I can see where the hell I'm going. That almost worked, just not quite. It's just sometimes so difficult when you're trying to look like, where? How? Where am I? When you're falling. But I think that that should work. At the very least, otherwise... My god. You just barely went in the right spot. That's sad. Very sad. My god. Why do I fail so much? Because I do think that this definitely at least can work. It's just... I'm just failing at the execution of it. Alright. Finally. Finally. Don't wanna be failing that much. This door is extra closed. Pump station beta. Gel pressure control, gel pressure controls. Sure, all. Let's have a lot of pressure. More gel productions of all kinds. There's now also not just the blue gel, but also a orange gel. Whatever that does. Is that then something that stops you? I don't know. Now the door is open at the very least. Control rooms. We've definitely been on this journey for a while now, though. Certainly.
Greetings, friend. I'm Cave Johnson, CEO of Aperture Science. You might know us as a vital participant in the 1968 Senate hearings on missing astronauts. And you've most likely used one of the many products we invented, but that other people have somehow managed to steal from us.
Uh-huh.
Black Mesa can eat my bankrupt...
Sir, the testing.
Right. Now you might be asking yourself, Cave, just how difficult are these tests? What was in that phone book of a contract I signed? Am I in danger? Let me answer those questions with a question. Who wants to make $60? Cash. You can also feel free to relax for up to 20 minutes in the waiting room, which is a damn sight more comfortable than the park benches most of you were sleeping on when we found you. So,
Lovely.
welcome to Aperture. You're here because we want the best, and you're it. Nope. Couldn't keep a straight face.
Yeah,
Anyway, don't smudge up the glass down there. In fact, why don't you just go ahead and not touch anything unless it's test related?
How surprising, like saying that you were the very best. Well, if they were just found from the benches of the city, then yeah, that's extremely highly unlikely. Moving platform, use handrails. Keep to the left, do not litter, do not loiter, do not touch glass, blah blah blah. Don't do anything that you are not authorized to do. But I guess we are going into some new tests because, yeah, I think we got through that portion of tests, so now we can get to completely new tests. How lovely. And there is our good old Cave Johnson. How good. How very good. Remember, alert your supervisor if you see OSHA Inspector Temperature of Energy Inspector, CEO or GAO Accountant, Undercover Police Officer, Nuclear Regulatory Commissioner, FEMA Coordinator, Office, Ordinary Police Officer, Journalist, Public Work Inspector, Misha Mine Inspector or whatever, ATF, FBI, US Marshal. I wonder why. Because this isn't exactly the safest testing areas. Test subject waiting area, and I assume that these seats were laid with stuff that wasn't good for people. Yeah, you get $60, amazing. You definitely get a ride on that sort of big boat after having $60. Totally. That's extremely likely. 23rd number only though. I guess they didn't get too many participants at the end of the day. Phew. Alright, what's up here then? Another boring office space with nothing of interest. No service. Remember, if you see an orange jumpsuit, hit the red button. Why though? Alright, I gotta go there. Sure, I can do that. I hope, at the very least. I guess that's probably the safer way to try to get there. Nope, didn't quite make it. Unfortunate. Wish that would have been already enough. I think that maybe I need a bounce or something slightly better, but couldn't be certain. That I definitely can't get any higher though. Truly cannot. I haven't been in the upstairs in that area though. Can I get there? Just interested. This doesn't... like, I can definitely get there in some way. Like, falling into that portal, for example. To get myself into that direction. Definitely should be able to work out. Yes. Oh, GLaDOS!
You're good at murder. Could you, murder this bird for me?
Where are you? Are you...
Ow.
Aw.
Ow. Wait. Just kill it and we'll call things even between us. No hard feelings. Please get it off me.
Sure.
Thanks. Did you feel that? That idiot doesn't know what he's doing up there. This whole place is going to explode in a few hours if somebody doesn't disconnect him. I can't move, and unless you're planning to saw your own head off and wedge it into my old body, you're going to need me to replace him. We're at an impasse. So what do you say? You carry me up to him and put me back into my body, and I stop us from blowing up and let you go.
The only problem with it...
This potato only generates 1.1 volts of electricity. I literally do not have the energy to lie to you. Even if I am lying, what do you have to lose? You're going to die either way. Look, I don't like this any more than you do. In fact, I like it less because I'm the one who got partially eaten by a bird. I think I hear the bird. Pick me up.
I do like this turn of events.
We had a lot of fun testing and antagonizing each other. And yes, sometimes it went too far. But we're off the clock now. It's just us talking, like regular people. And this is no joke. We are in deep trouble.
Well, yeah, obviously enough, we are in deep trouble. I do not trust you, by the way, because, like, it would be, I think, pretty foolish to trust you. Like, that's just an absolute matter of fact. It would be extremely foolish to trust you, but of course we're gonna pick you up and... Well, at least maybe you learned your lesson a little bit by not being this thing that you were before the full time previously, so maybe you're going to be better. I don't know. I have no idea, to be honest. But sure, I guess we'll be picking up GLaDOS.
You stabbed me. What is wrong with you? Hold on. Do you have a multimeter? Never mind. The gun must be for magnesium. It feels like I'm outputting an extra half a volt. Keep an eye on me. I'm going to do some scheming. Here I go.
That's a red button, though.
Where are we? How long have I been out? That extra half volt helps, but it isn't going to power miracles. If I think too hard, I'm going to fry this potato before we get a chance to burn up in the atomic fireball that little idiot is going to...
Definitely a red button that got us an elevator. Cool. Cool. I'm not exactly certain what it did otherwise, but I presume that now maybe the plan that I had from there is going to work slightly better than it did before. At least it might. I'm not certain, but I feel like there's more in here, yeah, because that from there got lifted up, so now I can actually make it when before I couldn't. Well, you're part of the gun now, so I guess you won't be obliterated by this. Good job. We are making it through. We found GLaDOS. Now we have a potato gun. Perfect. The best potato gun ever made. Though, I do think that that's enough for today. Let's see what...
Did anything happen while I was out?
I don't know. Did it? Or did it not? Apparently not. There was very little time that you were out, to be honest. But yeah, we'll end here for today. A little bit longer episode. And tomorrow we'll continue with reuniting, having a nice little reunion with our GLaDOS buddy. And see where it goes. So thanks for watching. See you then. Bye-bye.